New officers were sworn in to protect and serve the citizens of Youngstown.
5 officers were sworn in during the morning ceremony. They are replacing existing officers who left the department for one reason or another, so these 5 new officers are not increasing the number of officers in the city.
The current size of the police department is having an impact on being able to crack down on violence in the city.
Yeah, you'll recall the mayor and police chief promised to do something after 4 people died within 4 months because of shootings outside of bars.
Sydney Canty has been talking to officials on what's been able to get done since then. What'd you find out, Sydney?
Derek and Madison, I'm told there's a stronger police presence at bars since those shootings, and YPD is doing that with the reduced force. Now, the police chief says that staffing is at the lowest level that he's seen in his entire career with the department. With new Youngstown police recruits replacing retired members, the department is still lacking officers. Youngstown's police chief plans to bring more people on board and says recent hires will take some of the load off.
It's especially a big relief for the officers that are presently working, answering call from call to call, being mandated to work overtime. This will absolutely give them some relief.
The new officers will help with patrolling and keeping crowds under control to prevent a repeat of the bar shootings that left several people dead over the last few months.
We have taken increased enforcement measures at the bars, specifically downtown, but other bars as we've become aware of issues there where we have increased officer presence around closing time or if an issue arises.
And while police are working to make the city safer, investigations into those bar shootings are still ongoing. Now, these cases aren't yet closed because the Bureau of Criminal Investigation has to analyze all of the evidence, and I'm told officials are at a standstill as it's just taking a lot longer.
Victims' families think that we're not doing our jobs, and unfortunately our hands are tied until we have either the ballistic information or the drug or the alcohol information to actually process the case.
Chief Davis tells me he'll be meeting with bar owners tomorrow. With more local news, I'm Sydney Canty.